Hello, everyone. My name's Dan. Welcome to the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast. I will be covering Monday Night Raw tonight. We've got Bobby Lashley versus Omos inside Hell in a Cell. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's see who shall we have.
It's Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior. Hello and welcome to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast. I hope everyone in Yorkshire and beyond is having an awesome day. Keep fanging and banging.
How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast. I will be covering Monday Night Raw. How's everyone doing today? Did everyone have a good weekend? I'll let you know. I wasn't up to too much. I was stuck at work pretty much all of yesterday, all of today. I'm all prepared with my energy drink. But Don will probably shout at me because he always does if I have these. What have people been up to then over the weekend? People been doing anything exciting? Got any plans for the week coming? Yeah, it's been a quiet day really for me. At work all day. Oh, we're going already. Oh, we've got Hassan. How we doing? How was your weekend, Hassan? Did you go up to much anything exciting? As always, I have put a message out. If you want to ask me any questions, wrestling related, non-wrestling related, you can do that. I don't mind. Just put the comment just in the chat box, or if you want to, I'll put the message up. So you can tweet me if you wanted to. I've got a couple to go through, but not many. So if you want to stick a few more in, you're more than welcome to do that. What did you get up to over the weekend, Hassan? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't want to be offensive or anything. But yeah, what did you get up to? Anything wrestling related? Did you watch anything good? Yeah, we've got just over 10 minutes until the start of Monday Night Raw. I was here with Dom on Friday night for a little bit, I had to think then. Covering SmackDown. It was a good show overall. Not a lot really happened, but it was sort of building up the Roman Reigns also storyline again with RK Bro. With that show, the ending was actually really cool. They had a face-off between RK Bro and the Usos and Roman Reigns, and Riddle did a flying knee to Roman out of nowhere. It was quite cool. Let's have a look. Yeah, one. So I'll get the couple of messages that I had sent through earlier on. So I had Dom actually tweet me why. I presume that was why are you covering Monday Night Raw? Because he knows I'm crazy. And to be honest with you, I've pretty much enjoyed it the past few weeks I've done it. I was in London last week, so I didn't get a chance to do it. But yeah, the 3 weeks before that, was actually really enjoyable shows. So I didn't mind doing it. I thought I'll stick my head back in again. Keep everyone sort of up to date on what is happening in the world of Monday Night Raw. I also had, I presume it'll be Ant, maybe Dom, maybe Jack, tweet saying, "When's the Fiend back?" And that's the reason I'm wearing my Fiend's t-shirt. And I don't know. There's rumours of him sort of maybe turning up at Hell in a Cell. I don't know if that would be true, but yeah. I mean, if he did turn back up, I think Dom would lose his marbles. We've got John Ellen. How are we doing, John Ell? How was your weekend? Same for Danny. How was your weekend? Good name. Good choice of name, though. But yeah, greetings from South Carolina. And greetings from myself in Hull. Or Hull as we call it. We don't pronounce our H's too well. That is one thing that people do realise about our accent is we don't really announce the H's, and sometimes the T's we don't really sort of pronounce properly. So if I say something and you're not sure what it is, just sort of think where would the T be or where would the H go. So one phrase that a lot of people do sort of think of as a Yorkshire phrase is off to shops. Yeah, which quite a lot of people do think is very, very Yorkshire. A lot of people go, I'm off to the shops. In Hull and a lot of Yorkshire will just say, we're off to shops. So there is, if you're going to Google, there is a few photos where it says, learn how to speak Yorkshire. And they'll put a little phrase up and it will basically say something, something, something. But you'll read that and it will mean a completely different sentence in Hull. Oh, we've got another Dan in. How we doing, Dan? Where are you from? And how was your weekend? Stick it in comments. I'll get that read out. And now we've got a couple of people in. I'll always say, ask me any questions. Hi, from Yorkshire. Up the Yorkshire. I'm from Hull myself, dude. Whereabouts in Yorkshire are you from? And how come you're up at this time? The reason I'm up, I'm covering Monday Night Raw. What's your excuse? Let's get the banner on. There we go. But yeah, we'll still go about another 7 or 8 minutes until Monday Night Raw. I'm watching at the minute the replay from SmackDown on Friday, which I covered anyway. So once this is finished, it should be jumping straight into Monday Night Raw. And then you're stuck with me for 3 hours, which I don't know if you will find a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just going to double check my audio from my side, just to make sure it sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. I did it a couple of weeks ago, came on, started sort of streaming, started talking, and then someone put in the chat that I sounded like a robot. Do I have any links? I presume it's to watch Monday Night Raw. If you want to watch wrestling on Google, there is ways to sort of do it through there. I'm watching it on BT Sport in the UK. So that's the way that I normally watch it. Hello, Sandra. How are you doing? Sandra Johnson in the chat. So we've got 2 Dannys. Danny Staten, I don't know if he's still here. We've got another Dan from Yorkshire. I always have to think when I see someone do PA. So is that from Pennsylvania? Oh, Sassy, how are you doing? I didn't realise it was you. Different name. How come you're on a different name now? Sassy, that was just popped in. Pretty much watches everything that we do. I don't know why. You must be very bored if you're watching us every week. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me again, Sandra. Or I don't know if I'll just go sassy as usual. Although it might get confusing for people in the chat if I'm saying sassy and it's coming up Sandra. But we know what we mean, don't we, sassy? How was your weekend overall then? Did you get up to much? No, you'll love it. I've got a bottle of juice and I've got my energy drink to keep me going. And I've got my few snacks as normal. Some pepperami, pretty much very similar to a Slim Jim. I've got some raisins that are covered in chocolate, which are absolutely delicious. And I've got some what are called bubble chips, which, I mean, in the UK, the crisps. So yeah, we've had a few bits of interesting wrestling news come out lately. Ric Flair training for a comeback match, which at 73 years old, really? Hello, Hassan, how are you doing? You've been good, Sassy, watching Capital Collision? Yeah, that was one that they did in Washington, DC. But yeah, glad you've had a good weekend. But yeah, Ric Flair coming back. How do people think about that? 73 years old and is training and for a comeback match. Supposedly, the rumor is Ric Flair with FTR versus Midnight Express, or I can't remember, but them with an unknown partner. Ric Flair I think, has actually tweeted out now that it's an official match happening. But yeah, how do people feel about Ric Flair returning to the ring at 73 years old? What else has happened? The Usos over the weekend hit 300 days as tag team champions. They won them at, I think it was SummerSlam last year. So yeah, they're going on for a hefty reign, quite a long reign at the minute, and in compared with sort of the reigns that have happened previously. I can't remember the last time a tag team title was held for this sort of length of time. Roman Reigns has been something like 900 days as world champion. He won that, I think it was somewhere near Money in the Bank 2019. So that's a very long reign. And yeah, no one's held the titles that long. As far as I know, from the days of the mid sort of 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Late 80s. When Hogan held the title for a good couple of years. And I mean, there's been people that have held it for quite a while, but it's had a break in the middle. But with this sort of reign, it's been a very, very long reign. How do people feel about that? Who do they think is going to dethrone Roman? I keep sort of talking to one of my friends at work. Who do we see sort of defeating Roman? And I mean, who do we think is going to defeat Roman? Will Cody do it? I don't know if I could see Cody doing it. I think whoever it will be Money in the Bank winner. It'll probably be Money in the Bank winner. Could Cody be in that, do we think? I don't know whether I could see Cody being in that match. Could Drew do it? Could Drew win the Money in the Bank match and then announce beforehand that he's cashing in at the UK pay-per-view Clash at the Castle? Do we think that'd work? Not sure. Not sure at all. And my box is frozen. Where's my remote? I've put my remote down and lost it. How have I lost my remote? There it is. Let's get my earphones in. Disconnect them from the phone. Oh, Sassy, you think Drew will win? Where do you think? Will it be your Money in the Bank cash in? Do we think, or will it be a different way? I've got no idea what WWE is going to do, and I quite like that fact, mainly because it just creates an unknown story, which is what you want. Oppo's connected. There we go. So you do think it'll be Money in the Bank? Yeah, like I said, it's one where I could see it happen. I don't know if it happened, but it makes a good bit of sense for it to happen that way. So we're just starting Monday Night Raw now. We're getting a recap of Lashley's story, sort of since before Mania, beating Omos with our MVP. And then the story of MVP turning on Lashley, going with Omos. I'm just going to move my light a fraction. There we go. It was just blocking the TV. So, yeah, we're getting the recap of Omos and MVP joining forces. MVP basically saying that Lashley needed MVP. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? How was your weekend, dude? Why's my stream stopped working again? Refresh. Tell you what, let's swap back over to the way that we normally watch it. What did you get up to over the weekend? That one. Boring weekend? Yeah. Mine wasn't so much better. I was stuck at work. But yeah, we know what we've got to do, don't we? Let's get Raw loaded. What have you got planned for the rest of the week then? Have you got anything exciting happening? Come on. Oh, it looks like we're starting with a steel cage match. Yeah, it looks like we're starting with a steel cage match. Omos buddy. If you didn't know, Michael, that's actually Sassy. Oh, you do know? Okay, I'll leave to it. All right. Let's have a look what else we've got planned for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw preview. Oh, we're getting the unification match finally on SmackDown. I don't know if you're a genius, aren't you, Michael? You read the chat. Well ahead of me. So, will we get Alexa Bliss turning up tonight? We've got Riddle versus Jimmy Uso. And we're getting Countdown to Cody in an hour and 55 minutes. So that'll be headlining the 3 hour, third hour. Oscar, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Nikki Ash, Doudrop, and they're going to be in a 6-pack challenge, which will be quite exciting. So Sassy's good. Got to watch Mox wrestle on Saturday. Yeah, I was a match overall. Was it Jules Robinson? No, yeah, Jules Robinson. Didn't he win the match? Yeah, I heard about the match. I didn't sort of watch any of it yet. I completely forgot to catch up yesterday when I finished work. So at the minute, we have got Omos coming down to the ring. Oh, Michael, excited to play a game called Multiversus. Play it on the 19th. That sounds cool. What sort of game is it? Oh, we've got a nickname for Omos now. The Nigerian Giant. Yeah, I thought I read somewhere that Joe's won. It's a shame about Ospreay because Ospreay is such a good wrestler. I would like to see him win it, but yeah, well, it might free up Ospreay to work somewhere else. It may end up in. How would you like about him turning up in AW? Would you want to see him in AW, or do you think he'd be better off working sort of New Japan and more independent promotions still? So Moss and MVP are in the ring now. So 15 feet high steel cage, and Moss can probably just reach a bit high up and probably reach the top of the cage itself. So MVP's on the mic, basically saying that you're going to witness a spectacle of destruction. MVP saying that Lashley's now too big for his boots. Platform fighter full of Warner Brothers characters, maybe third-party characters. That sounds cool. That sounds more my sort of game than. I mean, I don't really play the wrestling games, but I've heard it's been quite good this year. So I'm still debating going it, but maybe not yet. You were Ospreay and Moxley wrestle at Forbidden Door. That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So, yep, MVP's just pouring over Amos. There we go. I've got the banner on. Kenny versus Kota, Golden Lovers. Yep, that'd be a good one. What about Kenta versus Kenny? Because they had Kenta turn up in AEW at one point and nothing seems to come of it. I know we went into the pandemic, but Kenny versus Kenta, that to me is a dream match. So Bobby Lashley is going to get beaten worse than he did at WrestleMania Backlash. The Almighty era ends tonight. So crowd booing like mad. Oh, what a call, Michael. That'd be awesome. Kenta versus Punk. I like your idea more. Yeah. Kenny versus Kota Ibushi. Kenta versus CM Punk. Yeah. I'd go for that one. I'd go for that one all day long. So we've got Bobby Lashley coming down to the ring now. Oh, Cedric Alexander's come down attacking Bobby Lashley from behind. So ex-Hurt Business member, or pretty much a Hurt Business member still, Lashley's been excluded from that faction. Omos is out now trying to attack Lashley. Big brawl. Lashley outnumbered Omos and Cedric Alexander with MVP. Huge Bullet Club segment. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, because you've got Adam Cole now. You've got Omega. You've got Jay Lethal. All of them could turn up. Shota versus Wheeler Yuta. That would be a cool match. Suzuki versus Keith Lee or Miro. I'd prefer Keith Lee just because I like him more of a sort of performer. But I think Miro and Suzuki would have such a hard-hitting match. So he did a match in 2K22, WWE and Thomas fan, just to see who would be the true king of WWE. And guess who won? Let's have everyone put in who you think first before you announce that. See who people think. I'm going to put in John Cena. If you did a match, something like that, I'll go John Cena. Who's everyone else going to go for? We have got 5 people in at the minute. If you haven't, like the video. I know people are sticking comments in, which is brilliant. It's nice to see. If you've got any questions, send them my way. You can either tweet me. My Twitter name is on screen at the minute. Oh, no, it's not. There it is. So, yeah, you can tweet me just on there. Or you can put it in the chat. Any questions, any comments? Yeah, you'll give him that deadline. So Michael's thinking Roman 1. I'm going to go Cena. I don't know if he was one of the people in there, but yeah, let's go Cena. Ojo thinks Sassy. Who you're going for? Ojo think 1. Oh, Seth Freakin Rollins. Could be a good show, definitely. We are in a commercial break at the minute. So let's have a look. Yes, I did, Michael. I think just before you jumped in, I did sort of mention that 73 years old, Ric Flair is having a match. It's supposedly him with FTR versus Midnight Express or Rock and Roll Express and a mystery partner. So the winner was King Booker. That's a surprise. I did not expect that one. But he is the five-time WCW champion. So yeah, that could be why, although most of the time they don't count WCW title reigns. I mean, King Booker is king for a reason. Who wants to be a manager? So we're now back on Monday Night Raw. We've got the steel cage match finally starting. So the crowd are behind Bobby. Let's go, Bobby chants. MVP is looking quite furious. MVP interfering from the outside using his cane in between the sort of links on the cell. Lashley jumps on the back of Omos with a sleeper hold. Try and wear him down. Ah, that's why. True King. King Corbin, Nakamura, King Mabel. No Jerry the King Lawler? I thought he'd have been in there as well. Omos with a big forearm to Lashley's chest. Someone that size could end up caving your chest in, I think. Yeah, they're really pushing this Nigerian giant nickname now. Jerry Lawler was accompanying King Corbin. Oh, okay. That makes sense why he wasn't in the match then. So Amos is going so much help from MVP again. Kane in between the sort of links on the cell. Amos is on. Amos with a snake eyes to Lashley. And then big boot to the face. Very Undertaker sort of set of moves there. I should watch the Multiversus trailer. Spelled with the sus in sense of a multiverse. Okay. Well, why not see if you can find a link online, put it in the chat, and everyone can watch it. I can't do it obviously while watching the stream, but it means it's in there. Everyone can watch it, and then I can always sort of watch it afterwards. Yeah, stick it in the comments just below. So MVP again trying to get involved, sticking his arm in between the corners of the cell. MVP gets his arm dragged. Yeah, Lashley grabs his arm, pulls it into the cell. I just went quiet because there was a pinfall attempt. There was a spear from Lashley right in the middle of the ring. Got a 2 count. Lashley with elbows to the side of Omos's head. Lashley with a forearm to the back of Omos' head. Lashley is over. Lashley is really over at the minute. So Lashley's stalking, going for the headlock. Got one arm in, got the second. Has he got his fingers locked? Lashley just moves out of the way of the corner as Omos is backing into it. Lashley's looking at climbing out. If you'll just copy the link off of YouTube, post it into the chat, it should come up, but it'll ask for me to authorize the message to actually be shown in the chat. So Cedric Alexander's back out now. He's climbing the ring, attacking Lashley at the top of the cell to stop him going out. Well, cage, sorry. So Cedric's stomping on Lashley's head. Oh, that was a rough landing. Cedric Alexander thrown from the top of the cell, top of the cage. And Lashley going for a crossbody against Omos. Caught in midair. So just sent it. Let's have a look. It's not showing at my end, but if you wanted to, if you found me on Twitter, just direct message, DM me on there. I'll put it in the chat if you want, if that would be easier for you. We got Dorcas Madakayan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. How are you doing? How was your weekend? What console do I have? At the minute, just an Xbox One. I don't play enough games on console, mainly because most of the time I'm not at work. I'm usually sat watching either wrestling or catching up with wrestling or streaming, with a bit of sleep in between. So, big boot from Omos to Lashley. Brilliant. That's good to wear, Dorcas. That one. Yeah, no, not too bad. Thank you very much for asking. I was at work for most of it, and I was at work all day today, so yeah, I didn't do too much. Let's have a look, see if I can find that one. Multiverse, that one. Yeah, I've got it. Thank you very much, Michael. I shall copy that. So, Omos has just thrown Lashley into the cell, and the cages, steel cages split wide open. Very similar to the Roman and Lesnar angle. So Lashley stood up and counts as the winner. Let's see if I can get this posted in chat for people. That one. There we go. So it should pop up in the chat in a second. There we go. So that's the Multiversus link. If you wanted to watch it, it'll be in the chat if you need to go back at any point. If you wanted to watch the match live, depends on where you are. If you're in the UK, it is on BT Sport. If you're in America, it's on the USA Network. If you wanted to watch wrestling, you can search on Google "watch wrestling," and there is ways to find it on there. I'll bring that one back up. That one. Let's get back to live. There we go. So yeah, Michael's just put the message to me, and it's in the chat if you wanted to watch the Multiversus trailer. That's the game you're going to be playing on the 19th, if I remember rightly, innit? Let me go back and have a look. Yep, so 19th, so that Wednesday, Thursday. So I've just had a sort of quick flick on the trailer, just with no sound on. But yeah, like I said, it does look a cool game. It does look very sort of a modern Super Smash Brothers. So we are getting a recap of last Monday, Mustafa Ali versus Ciampa, and then the Miz as special guest referee with a super slow count. Mustafa Ali going in the Miz's face. Ciampa goes for a pin, and then Miz with a rapid count, obviously winding Mustafa Ali up. How do people find Mustafa Ali now he's back after the issue with his contract and his request for release? So we are getting Theory come out now, United States title holder. So who is he going to be facing? Oh, Mustafa Ali. Good. Yeah, I think Theory's got massive potential. When you see him on screen, it doesn't look as big of a guy as he actually is. When I've seen him outside of the ring, stood sort of next to a few sort of people, he's a lot bigger guy than you expect. He is. He is a surprisingly big guy, and I reckon if he, I mean, he's got brilliant physique anyway. If he put a bit more mass on, I reckon Vince will be drooling at wanting to be a main event player. Oh, sassy, good call. Theory versus Cody. I'd like to see Theory on the mic versus someone like Cody on the mic, but give him a bit of free reign. If stuff like talking smack, I think would be a great position to have them. I mean, The Miz and Daniel Bryan, one of my favourite segments in WWE over the past probably 10 years. It was so good. Such a good promo. And the freedom that the people have on there is what I would like to see come back. So when you've got stuff like Raw Talk, we're on a commercial break as usual. You'll probably find that by 3 o'clock, so an hour and a half's time, I complain about that quite a lot because it does get very tedious when you're trying to get a storyline over and then they just keep throwing in commercial break after commercial break. Oh, I'd love to go to an Arby's next time I'm in America. Sounds delicious. How are we doing, Todd Johnson? How are you doing, man? How was your weekend? So you're having Swedish meatballs, caramelised onions, and a chai latte. Swedish meatballs, yes. Good call there. Caramelised, caramelised carrots, yes. I thought you'd put onions. I don't know why. Um, Caramelised carrots, yeah, not a problem. Onions, no. Chai latte, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee lover. Swap that for a proper Yorkshire cup of tea, and you're on to a winner there, Sassy. So, you good, Todd? It was a fun weekend. What did you get up to? Anything good? Anything exciting? Anything wrestling related? So, yeah, at the minute we are going to be going into Mustafa Ali and Theory. It's not a US title match or anything like that, but if Mustafa Ali wins, surely he should be number one contender. So, Theory's asking for a mic. They're saying they can't figure out. Theory can't figure out why the match is happening. They're saying she can't. Theory can't go through with the match. If he can't sort of trust the official. So the Miz is being brought out as a special guest referee. So Michael's had some Trader Joe's chicken. Was it barbecue? I love barbecue chicken. So you went out to a concert with some friends and the ales was flowing. Who did you go and see? Was it a good band or was it? So Miz is coming out now. So Miz is kicking out the official referee. Miz asking if they are both ready. Theory saying is the protege of Vince McMahon. Theory saying is going to help Mustafa Ali out. Theory saying to expect the unexpected. So Theory's saying to prove himself as a title contender, he's got to basically go up against a special opponent. Viet Mahan versus AJ Mustafa Ali. I agree, Sassy. Ali deserves so much better. But then again, so does the US title. It should be just a straight one-on-one match with no Miz involvement. We don't want the Miz in the match. Don't want him to be anywhere near it. He should be on his own feud. Good ABBA cover band. I was personally never the biggest ABBA fan. I thought it was just too cheesy. But I can appreciate now that was of its time. And yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of rubbish, as some people would call it. But yeah, as long as you had fun, and I mean, with the beers flowing, makes it even better. So Veermahan chasing Mustafa Ali into the corner, Mustafa Ali going out the way. Mustafa Ali punching Veermahan. Mahan pushing Ali away, and then a big boot to Mustafa Ali's face. Drops him straight away. Irish whip, and then a big launch up, and dropping Mustafa Ali straight on his sort of front. Michael thinks Ciampa joins Judgment Day today. I wouldn't put it past him. I think it's a great call. He deserves to be in a faction like that. He's a great performer on his own, but I think that to get him over with a crowd, joining Judgment Day is the best thing for him. Second super kick from Mustafa Ali. Theory catching Mustafa Ali's leg as he jumps in the rope. Miz basically saying he didn't see it. Mustafa Ali, big drop kick to Mahan on the outside. Not even dropping Mahan to his feet. Mustafa Ali going to probably do a tope suicida, and the Miz bang in the middle, counting Mahan. So Mustafa Ali going in Miz's face, and Miz pushing him out the way. Via Mahan back in the ring with a big clubbing forearm to Mustafa Ali. Theory's a joke and the whole thing is wrong. I think it's wrong, but I don't think Theory's a joke. I think Theory's brilliant. He's a great performer. Theory is a joke, but yeah, Via Mahan has basically won the match using his submission. So Theory getting Mahan to put Mustafa Ali back in the submission so he can take selfies. And Miz kicking off saying, why isn't he in the photos? So Theory's taking selfies with the Miz, Via Mahan, and then a broken down Mustafa Ali. So now we've got Via Mahan in this feud, which I think is a joke. But yeah, Todd, I mean, Theory deserves so much more. Ali deserves even more, I think. Via Mahan has come to the outside. Mysterio's are back. Ray's back. Dominic's back. They got taken out by Via Mahan when he first debuted. So Dominic goes for a crossbody caught by Via. And then Ray basically takes Mahan out. Mysterio's are teaming up colours-wise. Both got black with the pink highlights. And then Ray's wearing a bright pink mask. That actually looks really cool. Oh, we've got Becky in the back now with Adam Pearce. Yeah. So we have got Becky coming up in a second. While we're going to a commercial break, I'm going to have a snack. Yeah, one of my favourites, pepperami. Very similar to a Slim Jim, but nowhere near as big as a Slim Jim. Slim Jims are about that big as far as I remember. So Sassy's just what they should release Ali and Balor. I think Ali, when he requested his release, he should have been released. He wanted to go, but I think WWE know how good he really is and didn't want to let someone like that slip through the fingers. Balor, I think Balor would be better elsewhere, whether it was AEW, New Japan, somewhere like that. But again, I think WWE see him as a reliable commodity. So I don't think they'll release someone like that unless he refuses to sign a new contract. Mm. So what do you think, Sassy? Would you want to keep Balor if you could? Ali be better elsewhere. You know, Finn just in bad booking. There was a great little booking I saw online of Finn turning on AJ Styles and joining Judgment Day. So that's a great call, Todd. I'd love to see something like that happen. Bring back the demon gimmick for Judgment Day. I think that'd really work. And yeah, Ali should just be allowed to get released and go elsewhere. I think he'd be better fit in somewhere like Impact than he would AEW though. Yeah, Balor released, go to New Japan, rejoin Bullet Club. They could do a bit of a feud with Jay Lethal about who is the actual leader of Bullet Club, which could be a great storyline, especially for New Japan. Thank you very much, Todd. If I sit up a bit, because I slouch you a little bit. There you go. You've got the Fiend and you've got the Muscle Man at the bottom. Yeah, Domo's normally on the podcast through a sound sphere. He's so jealous of this shirt. He absolutely would love for it. So every time I'm on stream, I'll always sort of wind him up saying the Fiend's coming back. And he goes mad every time. So we're getting a recap of Raw last week. We had Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Becky's complaining when on commentary that she didn't do anything to deserve a match. So she intervenes. Becky grabs Bianca, throws her into the ring steps, and then attacks Asuka. Becky's talking to Adam Pearce. She's saying that Naomi and Sasha has just left, just packed the bags and gone. Oh, Oscar versus Becky is going to be the main event. 6-pack challenge isn't happening by the sounds of it. The Fiend back as the leader of the Dark Order. That is such a good idea, Todd. Sassy feels the same. So yeah, I'll just bring that comment back up just to go through it all. The Fiend coming back and taking over the faction that is old tag team partner. That's genius. I don't know if they could obviously do the Fiend himself, but a variation of a Fiend style gimmick would be absolutely brilliant. And Sassy wants to face Becky back. Yes, I know. Becky as a face just works so well. For me, same as Bayley. Bayley as a face is so much better than a heel character. I think you're ahead of me, Michael. You've obviously seen Riddle's coming out, and there's no Randy Orton. He'll probably turn up out of nowhere with an RKO. So we are getting Riddle v Uso, but which one? If I remember rightly, it's Jimmy. So we're about 45 minutes into Monday Night Raw. If you haven't already, like and share that video, subscribe, support our little channel, and stick a comment in, question, an opinion, a thought that you've got, a booking idea if you want, of who you want to see dethrone Roman. That's what I'm going with tonight. Who do people think is going to beat Roman Reigns for the title? And if you've decided on someone, how do you think they're going to get there? We've had people saying could be Drew McIntyre, could be Cody, Money in the Bank winner, which could be realistically either of them. Cody winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then going on to face Roman could be one where he ends up losing. And I think Cody'd be do the respectful thing of telling Roman when it would be cashing in the Money in the Bank. So yeah, who do we think? Oh, stop it, Sassy! Stop teasing me. That's just making me. I've just had my pepperoni, and now all I want is triple chocolate cake. It's so mean to me. But we love you. You're here every time I'm here. Well, every time I'm here. I presume you join Ant and Dom for Dynamite as well. But yeah, you're so harsh to me, making me hungry every time. But I don't mind. You can be mean. You're always in keeping me entertained, keeping the chat going, giving some great ideas. Oh, why didn't you share the last piece with me? I'd have appreciated it. I'd give you a big hug as well, just for sharing some cake. Oh, it was your birthday. I'll let you off then. Yeah. I'm not going to take the last bit of birthday cake off you. Oh, now we're going Domino's adverts. Pizza. Oh. Yeah, I'm going hungry. So I don't think Dom is in the chat, but I've got his birthday present all sorted. If you didn't know, it's his birthday on Monday, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Dom's birthday this following Monday. So I'm going to massively try to drag him on so he can open his birthday present while on stream with us. I don't know if he will do it, but I'm going to try my best to get him on for you guys. Thanks for the prayer, Kim. I don't feel that that's great. That's fantastic news to hear, Sassy. We'll always send our best wishes to anyone with any health issues. We don't want anyone to be in any sort of pain whatsoever. Maybe MGF because he's a bit of a pain himself and he deserves it, but not that sort of pain. We just want him to get beaten down quite a bit. But no, yeah, keep us up to date with everything that's going on, and let us know how you're doing, how you're feeling, and we'll try and keep you entertained in some way. Yeah, tweet him. Tweet him saying he has to do a Monday Night Raw. There's a surprise. Yeah, massively great news for Sassy. So yeah, looks like it's Jimmy Uso. Let's get that banner on. Here we go. So we are definitely getting the unification match on Friday Night SmackDown. Oh, we've got Jesse Perez in. How we're doing? Stay tuned for the 900th episode of J Dude's Reviews. Yeah, I've put that up so you can put a message on yours regarding the Give Me a Whole Year show if you want. So, yep, we've got Jimmy and Riddle. As soon as Jimmy goes towards Riddle, Jay comes in as a distraction. A big chop in the corner from Jimmy Uso on Riddle. Whip to the other corner. Riddle out the way. Big leg kick. Sorry about that. So Jimmy with a big uppercut to Riddle. Yeah, we've got Jay on the outside, but there's no sign of Randy. And again, Jay on the outside with a punch to Riddle behind the referee's back. Yeah, fantastic news. We want Sassy to be in the best health possible. So Riddle with a triangle to Jimmy, pulling him over the top rope. Riddle goes for a big kick, ends up getting Jimmy. And then goes for a springboard, but gets another uppercut from Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy with a tope suicida between the second under the top rope, taking Riddle out, and then throws Riddle into the steel steps. Jay also picking up the Riddle's Raw title and his own SmackDown title, holding him aloft. We're on a commercial break, and now we're going to KFC advert. So again, I'm actually getting even more hungry. So you're going to go to sleep now. Yeah, you'll get some sleep then, Michael. Yeah, I think Ant is doing Dynamite. I did the thumbnail for him earlier on because I was bored at work. And are you hoping I'm doing SmackDown? Because I'm at work on a Saturday morning, so it means that I'd have to be up for about 3 hours before having to work a full day. I may do it. I may do it. I don't know yet. I might just do it for the unification match. But yeah, you have a good week, Michael. I won't be here on Wednesday, but it will be probably Dom and Ant. Yeah, you have a good week. You'll go get some sleep, dude. And have a good week, fella. Yeah. Sassy said, see you Wednesday, dude. So we have got 8 likes on the video on YouTube. We've got a like on Facebook. If you haven't already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and yeah, stick us some comments in. We are available for a super chat now. We have had sort of super chats being done in the past quite regularly. Anything you do, whether it is just a like and a share for any of our videos, we do massively appreciate it. If you did a super chat, that makes it even more of our love comes to yourself, because it just means that we can put a little bit more time into the channel itself. But yeah, if you want to do one, we will appreciate everything, whether it's, I don't know what the smallest denomination is that we can do, is $1, or in the UK it's £1, which seems a bit unfair. But yeah, thank you very much if you do any of them. Saz has done them before. Michael's done them, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, we've had Jeremy do them quite a few times. And again, we do really appreciate every single thing that you do for us, whether it is just, like I say, a single like on a video, whether it's sharing or just a subscribing to the channel. Every single one really helps us on the YouTube algorithms, on the Facebook algorithms. And the more time you do spend with us, the more time we get to chat to you guys. What more could you want, really? You get to see my face on a Monday, you get to see Dominance on a Wednesday usually. I mean, I could think of better things to do than sit and watch my face. But if you want to sit and watch the stuff for me, I'm happy to be here. We're back on Raw. Jimmy Uso is on the front foot. Riddle's sat in the corner looking like he's been worn right down. Also with a sort of running butt to the face of Riddle in the corner. Very strange looking. Well, it's not a strange looking move, but it's hard to explain that without basically just saying he took an ass to the face. So Jimmy's got a chin lock, reverse chin lock on Riddle, ragging him back and forth. on. Johnny Autism Wrestling. Oh, that's a great bit of news. Bailey's been spotted at Raw. Let's hope she's coming back then. We need her back. We need Bailey as a face. Bailey as a face, please. Riddle's getting some momentum going. So Riddle versus suplex. Yeah, great news. If Bailey is there, even better if she returns. Riddle's just had the win taken out of him. We're getting the little graphic saying countdown to Cody, an hour left. So they're obviously pushing this quarter of an hour mark for the demographics at 3:00 UK time. So starting the third hour of Monday Night Raw. So Riddle and Jimmy both on the knees, fighting away, trading blows. Riddle getting a bit more an advantage. Goes for an Irish whip reversal. Riddle with a big Samoan drop to Riddle. Did I say Riddle with a big Samoan drop? I meant Jimmy. You know what I mean. Gets a 2 count, very close to a 3. Yeah, Todd saying it'd be great to see her again. Yeah. I just want her back. If she comes back as the face Bailey, hugger Bailey, I'm all over it. That was so over as a gimmick. It would be such a shame to lose that good of a character. That over with the crowd as well. And I think WWE have got a load of heels on the sort of shows. So Riddle looking at a super RKO to Jimmy on the corner. Jimmy goes for a big splash, but Riddle got the knees up. Knees to the gut of Jimmy. Proof the match should be unified. Yeah. Problem with it is I think Fox wants exclusivity on a title and certain performers, because obviously that would then give them more an advantage for sort of certain people, sort of certain viewership. But yeah, I don't think there should be the brand split anymore. We've got people crossing over left, right, and centre with no real sort of distinct sort of pattern of who can move, who can't move. So Jimmy takes an elbow to the face. Riddle jumps up to the top rope. Oh, brilliant refereeing. Jay pulls sort of Riddle off the top rope. Jimmy goes for a pin. Jay tries to sort of help out. Referee counts to 2 and then stops. Referee points out what's happened and then sends Jay to the back. Great refereeing. Riddle with a roll up. 1, 2, and 3. Riddle gets the 3 count. Riddle with a massive grin on his face. So yeah, that means the Usos are winning on Friday. So RK Bro versus the Usos on Friday Night SmackDown. Unification title match. So yeah, brilliant bit of refereeing in the match. But yeah, inside cradle, hooked both legs, gets the 3 count. Brilliant. Riddle looking great. Yeah, Usos all day long. There's also rumours of Naomi joining the Bloodline. So another person in the sort of Bloodline faction. Could we see her lose the SmackDown titles? Not the SmackDown titles, the tag titles, and then pick up one of the women's titles. So again, the Bloodline would be holding all of the gold available to them. So we're getting a recap of Judgment Day last week. Rhea Ripley with submission on Liv Morgan. And the numbers game of Judgment Day basically sort of counting more for them. I'd forgot about that. AJ Styles and Edge sort of battling against each other. Rhea Ripley with a clubbing blow to the back of AJ. AJ turns round and goes to swing for her. Ends up stopping himself, which obviously leaves Edge available to carry on the attack. So we've got Liv earlier today. Liv Morgan saying that no matter who Rhea Ripley joins forces with, she's not going to get away with it. And we've got Umberto and Gaza talking to Liv in the back area. AJ and Finn turn up to save Liv from the sort of the advances. So AJ and Finn say that they need to work together to take away the Judgment Day. AJ and Finn wanting Liv in their corner tonight, and Liv saying she'll think about it. What's it to think about? You're going to go sit outside the ring and watch two of the best professional wrestlers on the planet. Why wouldn't you want to go see them? We've got the Judgment Day coming up next. We're also getting Oscar and Becky for the number 1 contenders match. So Oscar versus Becky, winner faces Bianca for the Raw Women's title. Let's get rid of that banner because we don't need that anymore. Oh no, take it off. So what are people thinking so far? Has it been a good show? I agree, Sassy. I quite like the Judgment Day. I think it's a stupid name, but it is really a very good, dark sort of gimmick, which I'm all over. I mean, you look at me, tattooed up, piercings, sort of shaved head, dyed hair. I'm a goth at heart. I'm an emo at heart, and that is my sort of gimmick all day long. Love the Brood, love Dark Order, stuff like that. Me and Dom absolutely love that sort of gimmick. We like a proper character. So, new faction, AJ, Finn, and Liz could be called lightsabers. That'd be cool. I quite like that. What else could we have as a faction for them? I'm trying to think of something along the lines of Bullet with Bullet in the name, but obviously as a reference to the Bullet Club. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Hmm. I can't think. Sassy, bulletproof. That could work. The only problem with something like that is they'd have to go on a run where they didn't get beat for a long while, but then they could create silver bullets. Did you mean silver or sliver? I presume you mean silver bullets. But yeah, that good ideas for names for them. I think AJ and Finn are two performers that shouldn't really be in a tag team match. They're too good individually to really be on sort of forced together. They should be individual fighting for a title or in a big storyline. But yeah, Lone Ranger reference, yeah. Yeah, I still can't think of anything myself. I'm good at sort of planning and storyline booking, but names and stuff I'm useless at. Um, Bullet Posse, yeah, that could work. I'm trying to think of something that we could use with Liv as well. Yeah, Sassy's all over stuff like this. Sassy's brilliant. So we've got Damien Priest saying, "Have you been listening?" Damien saying that everyone should rise for the Judgment Day. Damien saying they should do they will do whatever they want to whoever they want, and all they were going to do is dish out punishment. Rhea's now saying that she's embraced the movement and she is loving it. Rhea's saying there's nothing holding her back now. Rhea Ripley's after total eradication. Edge saying that most people are on the lower levels of the evolutionary line. Edge saying everyone is angry. No one should be a sheep. Join Judgment Day. So Judgment Day equals power, Edge is saying. Edge is saying, look at what we've done to your favourites. More will flock to him. Edge is going to guard anyone who wants to join him to then join him and take them to the next level. Edge saying that AJ could join him. Edge saying AJ's athleticism would work really well for him. Edge has done it in the past, jumping off of 20-foot ladders. Edge saying AJ should join the movement. They are on top of the mountain and everyone should join them. Edge has basically said that they should join him and stand side by side or be at the feet. Yep, so they do look fantastic together. And that's why I think Ciampa should be in there. I think he would look fantastic with them. Getting Liv Morgan coming out now, so is she going to be in the corner? Ali needs to join. That'd be good. That'd be an interesting call. Turns on the WWE Universe for not really supporting him previously, so he has to ask for his release. Could bring that storyline back together. So they're just setting up Finn to join and betray AJ too. It could be. It'd be a great storyline, but I don't know if they'll do it. It would be great, Ciampa. Yeah, I said it a while back. I think you'll probably remember. We predicted Rhea joining, and we thought that Ciampa joining would be a dead set as well. And we've got AJ coming out now to join Liv and Finn Balor. I think that is obviously going to be the match. Yeah, tag team. But they could use the 3-bed rule. Oh no, it's not. Lothario, sorry. That's better. But yeah, if they use the 3-bed rule, they don't officially need a tag team. They could take the tag titles and swap it between the participants. But then you've got stuff like Evolution. there wasn't a tag team in there, but Batista and Ric Flair held the titles together. But yeah, it's all right. I don't know who I'd like to see join them if there was to take a tag team into the ranks as well. Or what I go for. Would the Viking Raiders be a good fit, do we think? Get rid of the Viking gimmick, rename them in a way. If they rename them, could they go Judgment Raiders, something like that? Repackage them as a team that have listened to Edge and built into his mantra. But again, I see Ciampa joining. I don't know whether it will be tonight, but if Ciampa doesn't join, I think they're missing a trick there with him. What else? Oh, Sassy Imperium. I think Gunther would be ruined in that sort of stable. I think Imperium need to be their own tag team. And I think that Gunther needs to go solo sooner rather than later. Is too good of a singles performer to be not wasted in a tag team, but he's never going to get over as a main event player in a tag team. He needs to step out of sort of the shadow in a way. Let's get me some chocolate raisins in that face. So we've got 10 likes on the YouTube video now. Thank you very much, every single one of you who's liked the video. Oh, Todd, good call. Alpha Academy could say sort of have a storyline with Alpha Academy being geniuses and seeing another genius in Edge. Yeah, I could see that working. I think that's actually better than someone like Viking Raiders. WWE needs to take tag teams. We know this. The problem with it is Vince doesn't care about them. That's the biggest problem. That's why FTR left. They didn't get the support as a tag team that they deserved. So they was like, we'll go to somewhere that appreciates tag team wrestling. And who appreciates tag team wrestling better at the moment than AEW does. So I'm going to ask a question that's going to cause some controversy. Best tag team on the planet right now. Who is it? Who do we think? Best tag team on the planet as of right now. Authors of Pain, yeah, they would have been great. As far as I know, the Authors of Pain are setting up their own wrestling promotion in the UK. Sassy's gone FTR. That's always a good shout. Some people think someone like the Young Bucks, I mean, Usos as well. They're obviously going to be in the mix holding the titles for as long as they have. But I don't know. I was debating Death Triangle, even though it's more of a faction than it is a tag team. But I mean, Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz. I love what they do on a weekly basis usually. Um, yeah, there's so many different options. Young Bucks are always going to be one of the front runners in that conversation as well. So Los Lotharios, I've got the Kiss Cam on. So we've got Kiss Cam with a plan. Briscoes, yeah, Briscoes, banging tag team. I'd love to see him in AEW. I just don't think that Tony Khan is going to go for him. Red Dragon, again, another absolutely stonkingly good team. I don't know why I said stonking. It just seemed to fit. Yeah, Red Dragon. I'd love to see them win the tag titles. So we've got AJ in the ring with Umberto. Big chops from AJ. An elbow to the back of the neck. Yeah, Red Dragon are amazing. Absolutely phenomenal team. Balor's going for a cover already. Only a one count. He's got a armbar. Umberto going to his feet. AJ tagged back in. Kick to Umberto's arm. We're going another advert for the countdown to Cody, 33 minutes. So they are really pushing Cody for the sort of quarter of an hour demographics. So AJ in the corner being stomped down from Umberto. Liv on the outside looking a little bit worried. Angel being tagged in now. What's he called now? Is it Angel? Is it Garcia? Is it both? It is Angel Garza still. Angel Garza with a stretch and then a big boot from Umberto to the midsection. Violent design. Is that a tag team? Let's have a quick Google. So Violent by design, I think. Is that what you mean? Yeah, Violent by design. Yeah, I mean, Eric Young ruined in WWE. As soon as it was Sanity, pretty much. As soon as Sanity pretty much sort of dismembered, and they brought Eric Young up to the main roster. Yeah, Street Profits going totally joining Judgment Day. I like Street Profits as a face. I'd love to see him with a proper heel run just to see what they can do. But I just think that the way that Street Profits they're always going to be a natural face. Same as someone like the Mysterios, same as people like Bailey. They are a natural, likable character. So it just makes it so much harder to boo someone like that. But yeah, I'd love to see him go complete heel, break up the character, and just give us something completely different to the cheerful on the mic sort of personas. I didn't realise it. We're actually halfway through Monday Night Raw already. 2:30 in the morning, UK time. Yay. I don't actually feel too tired at the minute. That's probably because I've got less than half of my Monster energy drink left. If anyone from Monster is actually watching, you're more than welcome to support us. Send me a load of free cans. So at the minute, we have got 5 people in. Thank you for joining me. I know 2 of them is Sandra and Todd, or Sazzy, as we normally know her. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, give the video a like, give us a subscribe, and give us a share. Tell your mates about us, tell your friends, tell your family, anyone who's into wrestling, or even if they're not. Hopefully, they'll like what we're talking about and maybe join us. If you wanted to be extra generous and give us more than a like and share, you can super chat us if you are watching on YouTube. You can do anything as little as $1, or in the UK £1, up to I think whatever you want. If you do that, we are super appreciative of that because it does help our little channel. It does mean that we can sort of again slowly build and put whatever we get from super chats, whatever we get from the video monetization on there, and put it back into the channel, because we use a few different apps to do this stream. We use an app called StreamYard, which is a subscription. We use Canva to create all of our beautiful thumbnails, and again, that is a subscription. So everything that we do with that means that we're having to pay for that out of our own pockets. I mean, I say out of our own pockets. I don't pay. I'm helping out Dominant, but they are essentially paying for something, and they have been paying for it for a long while, and not seeing any sort of money come back. But they're doing it because the love of wrestling and the love of being able to chat to you guys. So anything you do, whether it's on this video, whether it is on any other videos, if you like it, if you subscribe, it does help us out. And then if you did super chat us, it's even better, because it means that we do get sort of some of that profit to go into the channel itself. So back to the action now. We're back. AJ Styles is in a bit of a sort of submission hold, but is fighting out of that. Umberto's back in. AJ with kicks from the bottom to the face of Umberto. Balor's looking for the hot tag. AJ with an Integral Pele kick. Finn's in. So is Angel Garza. Finn with the flying forearm. Double stomp to Umberto. Angel Garza in the corner. Big chop. Reversal turns it into Side Russian leg sweep. Very nice transition. Yeah. WWE trying to get Renee Paquette back. Probably to stop her going to AEW with her husband, obviously. Balor got rolled up and a toe count. Big knee from Angel Garza. And then taking out AJ off the apron. Angel Garza went for the wing clipper. And then Finn Balor with a sling blade. Yeah, I completely agree, Sassy. Very good match. Balor going for the shotgun drop kick, super kick to Balor from Angel Garza. Angel tagging out to Humberto. Humberto on the top corner. Went for a beautiful looking moonsault, but landed on his. Basically landed face on AJ's feet. Not AJ's feet, Finn Balor's feet, sorry. Finn begging Humberto to stand up. Shotgun drop kick. Angel Garza went to make the save. Balor was already gone. AJ with a phenomenal forearm. And then Finn Balor with a coup de grace on Humberto. 1, 2, and a 3 count. Liv looking very excited at that prospect. Yeah, the team itself is really good. I mean, I'm enjoying the way they work together. So it could be a team where some of the parts individually are not as good as some of the parts together. So Liv Morgan in the ring, raising both of their arms up. Oh, too sweet from AJ, Finn, and Liv Morgan. Crowd loving that. We've got Kevin Owens in the back now, looking very anxious. And Alpha Academy saying the results from the DNA. So DNA test Ezekiel and Elias. So Kevin Owens won in the results. The DNA results are contaminated because of barbecue sauce on the sample. So Osis basically is to blame for the contamination. So Kevin Owens absolutely going furious. Kevin Owens saying that Elias is making Alpha Academy look like idiots. So Chad Gable saying that he's gonna beat Ezekiel. I love how irritating that gimmick is from Chad Gable. Kevin Owens is the national treasure. If it wasn't for Kevin Owens, I don't think I would care about Ezekiel. But Kevin Owens has come out and he's made the character interesting to me. So yeah, Kevin Owens being a treasure is massive. We're getting a recap of last month with Sonya Deville being fired as an official. So Sonya Deville is now just a performer in the ring. And old school Alexa Bliss with Lily turns up. And Bliss looked absolutely fantastic. Going back to a Twisted Bliss finisher, going back to a previous outfit, looks so good. And I hope that we get old school Alexa Bliss. I hope we get none of the sort of Fiend version. So we're going Bliss come out now. And as far as I've been as far as I've seen on Instagram, she's just got a recent tattoo celebrating the marriage of her and her new husband. Yeah, the Glitter Bliss entrance scene was brilliant. Very, very sort of over with me. I really did enjoy that sort of music. So we're going Alexa Bliss versus Sonya Deville. Let's update that banner. There we go. Yeah, going back to the goddess gimmick. I thought it was a great heel character. But could you see this version of Bliss being part of Judgment Day? She's still got a lot of the black gothic edge to her. Could she then be part of Judgment Day, teaming up with Rhea Ripley and going for the tag title, women's tag team titles? How would people feel if that happened? So we're going to recap, promo for the new series of Ms. and Mrs. Oh, we're going barbecue ribs adverts, Golden Corral. My mouth is watering at the thought of barbecue ribs. So, how are people finding Monday Night Raw so far then? Favourite segment? Oh, we got any ideas yet? We haven't really had that many matches. So, what have we had? We've had the Riddle and Jimmy Uso. We've had the tag match that we've just had. What else did we have? Oh, we had Mustafa Ali versus Veer Mahan. Yeah, that's it so far. Oh, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts advert now. I'm just getting so hungry. So, Todd's saying it's okay so far, but needs a good ending. Yeah, I agree. Well, we've got Cody in 15, 16 minutes. So I presume we'll be going Seth turn up as well. So that'll basically put main event stuff happening, which is good. We need that. We need that excitement. Pizza Hut ads are painful. In what way? Making you hungry? Because that's what they do to me. And I've got a KFC advert on now, which is doing the same thing. In the UK, they do some barbecue dippers, which are absolutely delicious. But you only get 6 at a time. I won a box of about 50. I could sit and eat them until I couldn't move. Sonia's coming out now, looking furious that she's obviously not an official anymore. Yeah, hungry beyond belief. That is every single time I see a Pizza Hut advert or a Arby's advert. I get so hungry. So, got Sonya going in the ring now. Got Alexa Bliss already in there waiting. Oh, stop saying things. Stop saying things, Sassy. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't think there'll be a takeaway open near me. Let's have a look. So that one, my address, pizza. So there's only 2 restaurants open where I am, and they are both very expensive. So Bliss with a shoulder badge to Sonya, then a drop kick. Bliss looking very dominant. Went for a knee drop and then backflip, but Sonya Deville gets out of the way. Went for a kick, got a 2 count. So slamming Bliss's face into the canvas, and again, Sonya shouting at the ref to shut up. Bliss trying to fight back. But a thrust kick to Alexa Bliss. Bliss thrown into the ropes and a big clothesline. Another count, 1, 2. Bliss count kicking out at 2. So chin lock on Alexa from Sonya Deville. Bliss trying to get back to her feet, but Sonya ragdolling her. So Sonya still sort of using her body weight, keeping Alexa Bliss down. Bliss finally back up to her feet. Midsection attack. And then a jawbreaker. Sorry, guys. Bliss with taking a running knee from Sonya Deville. Gets a 2 count again. Bliss thrown face first into the ring post, well, corner turnbuckle. Sonya Deville looking at taking off the protective padding. Referee's distracted. So Spinebuster from Sonya Deville. 1, 2, and because of the distraction from the referee, only gets a 2 count. Yeah, it's not been the best. It's been average. Bliss with a DDT. 1, 2, 3 count from the DDT. I mean, it went on 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It was okay. It's not setting the world alight. So, yeah. Alexa Bliss is 2-0 up on Sonya Deville. Next week, hopefully, we get something better for Bliss. Whether it's character development or whether it is just a good start of a feud. Sonya Deville going to the referee, kicking off. So Sonya going to attack the ref. Well, slap to the face. So she put her hands on an official. So there has to be some comeback. Sonya's just looking very unhappy. We're going recap of Seth versus Cody from WrestleMania Backlash. And again, I think that was my favourite match of the full show. But yeah, the ending of the match, Cody holding the tights, didn't really sit well with me. I wanted another clean win from Cody. What do I want to happen next? So last Monday we had Cody versus Theory. And Seth comes out and attacks Cody to cause a disqualification. Cody gets the stomp on Cody on the announce table. So Seth saying it's not over. So what are we going to get? So we're actually going Cody earlier than expected. Love the song. Love Downstate Kingdom. Best switch Cody to WWE or Punt to AEW. If I was being very pedantic, I would say that Punt to AEW doesn't count because it wasn't a straight swap. But I know exactly what you mean. And I think in terms of grand scheme of things, I think that Cody is a bigger change with him originally being one of the founding members of AEW. Punk had been out of the game a long while, so him retaining was massive, absolutely huge. But I do think that Cody going from a company where he was technically EVP and choosing to leave that company because he felt he was worth more, and going across to the is basically rival at the time. That to me was the same level as Scott Hall and Nash going to WCW. It was Lex Luger turning up at the first ever Monday Nitro. But I mean, Punk returning to wrestling, doesn't matter who it was always going to be one of the biggest moments of the year. But yeah, Punk to AEW, I think, was a massive coup by Tony Khan. Bruce and Vince will mess with Cody. Whether Cody has some form of creative control over his contract, I would love to know. But we don't know what he's got. We know he's getting more than he was at AEW. Vince basically was like, make it rain on Cody. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. But Vince might try and ruin Cody to bring him down a peg or two. But I don't think that seeing Cody win the title from Roman would be a massive move, and it shows the support behind Cody. The rumor is if Cody does win the world title, he wants to bring back the old Winged Eagle title, Winged Eagle Championship design. If he brings that championship design back, that would be an incredible moment for me. It's the first title I remember watching on WWE. It was late 90, mid 99, I think it was. Triple H ended up winning the title. Was it No Mercy? 99, somewhere around there. And held on to it until WrestleMania 2000. But yeah, the title he had was the old school Winged Eagle, and I think even before that you had the Bret Hart version. Shawn Michaels held the same thing. Stone Cold held it for a little while. And yeah, it just brings back a lot of nostalgia for me with that championship belt. Some people like the sort of undisputed title. Some people, I don't know why, like the spinner, the John Cena spinner belt. And I think depending on what era you started watching wrestling, you will always gravitate to that championship belt. I just think that the Winged Eagle was a beautiful design. It was a beautiful shape. And the newer ones are too generic for me. I've got my watch telling me to move around a bit because it says I've been sat down for an hour with no real movement. I've actually been sat down for about over 2.25 hours. It's only just gone off once. Is it accurate? Really? Maybe not. So we've got Cody in the ring now with his massive neck tattoo on show. The one that the American, yeah, same one. that is why he wants to bring it back as a tribute to his dad. So Cody's come out and said Seth Rollins isn't there. Cody's saying he's surrounded by lovers in Virginia. Seth is at home, he hopes, listening. Cody's saying he tried to move forward. So Cody's saying that Seth, after stomping onto him, said he won't take anything away from Cody anymore. Cody saying that he didn't take anything from him apart from 2 wins. Cody saying that Seth is trapped in his own purgatory. Cody saying that we're going to go back to 2012 when Seth debuted. Cody saying that he hated Seth when he was part of the Shield. But Seth won his way to the top. He won the Money in the Bank ladder match. He won the WWE title. He broke the glass ceiling. Cody's story is a bit different. He didn't win. So Cody lost a lot. Cody's saying he looked up at the lights, most lights, taking pins. He scratched and clawed. He endured. Cody said he learned how to appreciate the loss. He learned actions. Cody saying he's never going to be the American Dream. So why not embrace the nightmare? Which is what he's been doing. It's great. I love the character. I love the presentation. Cody saying, in a way, he's lost his way to the top. Cody saying this is his second chance. You don't take a second chance for granted. Cody saying if Seth wants to take Cody's second chance, he's going to have to kill him. Cody's going to give him the chance to kill him. Oh. Rollins versus Rhodes. Is it going to be Hell in a Cell? Yes. Wow. Wow, Sassy. You took the words right out of my mouth, put them on my screen. And we've got the manic laugh. And we're going Seth on the Titantron video wall. Seth countdown, saying about the countdown to Cody. Seth saying that Cody stole the spotlight at WrestleMania. Beating Seth at WrestleMania Backlash wasn't enough for Cody. So because of a stomp, Cody wants one more match. Seth saying Cody must be more stupid than he looks. Seth saying that anyone who steps foot inside Hell in a Cell with himself is changed forever. Seth saying he's going to expose Cody for the fraud that he is. Seth versus Rhodes 3, Hell in a Cell. Seth accepts. Cody saying there's nothing left for him to say except see you in hell. So I know I skipped one of your comments, Sassy, so we're going to get back to that one just because of what was happening. Randy versus Cody, a battle of legacies. Hell in a Cell, Todd, yeah, I think that will be an epic, epic match. Hello, Ian. How are you doing? I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. How was your weekend and how are you doing? Are you good? Yeah. So we've got Oscar in the background, laughing manically, or laughing / crying manically. Oscar saying she's ready for the Raw Women's Champion. You've got another new logo, Ian. Carolina Hurricanes. I can only see it quite small on my screen, but black and red sort of swirling circles. Yeah, that looks quite cool. NHL, yeah, I thought it would have been with yourself. What have you been up to over the weekend then, dude? Anything good? We're going Alpha Academy coming out now. So we are going Chad Gable to start with. We're getting Kevin Owens to come out now to join them. And he's wearing a Sami Zayn Forever t-shirt, which is just a nice little bit of respect to his friend. So we're going to be going Chad Gable versus Ezekiel. So how do we see this story playing out? Are we going to get that Ezekiel is Elias? Or are we going to get something else? What do we think? Are we going to get I mean, quite love to see a segment very similar to the Mick Foley Mankind Dude Love Cactus Jack segment, where they did like an interview with all three of the characters, and do one where Ezekiel is talking to Elias in the back area. But now he's shaved, I don't know how we could do it. They could obviously put a prosthetic fake beard on. Whether it would look exactly the same is a different matter. But do a little segment like that where they're both chatting and then have Kevin Owens go crazy. So we've still got 4 review guys in. Again, still, thank you very much for joining me. We've got about 47, 48 minutes left. If you haven't already, I know you probably all have, but give us a like, give us a share, and I know you're probably already subscribing to us, which is why you are here. That'd be great, yeah. I try and do bookings I would like to see. But yeah, KO is going to interfere 100%. KO interferes, stamps on Ezekiel, starts shouting, "You're Elias." I think that's a given, really. Do I think Cody will get a faction? I wouldn't like to see it. I think that Cody should be on his own. It keeps him feeling a little bit like an outsider, obviously with him being an AEW, but if they gave Cody a faction, I just think that it will drag him down a little bit more than it would elevate him. Depending on how the character's portrayed, a faction can do wonders for you. I mean, if you look at obviously Roman with the support of the Usos, it's created probably the best faction in all of wrestling at the moment. But I don't think there's a couple of characters that could work with Cody that wouldn't draw sort of the spotlight off of Cody. If Cody's on his own, he will get the spotlight and it will shine on him. If he has a faction, sometimes the faction itself can sort of draw more spotlight and the spotlight is spread out. So is this official? Yes, it's now official. Hell in a Cell, Cody versus Seth. Brilliant. So we've got Chad Gable in the ring, we've got Kevin Owens on commentary, and we've got Otis on the outside, or will be on the outside. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens on commentary. is been absolutely phenomenally entertaining as always. Mike Rome is saying, "Welcome, Elias' younger brother." As soon as the words come out of his mouth, Kevin Owens is saying, "Liar. It's Elias." So they're showing the photoshopped image of Elias and Ezekiel. Kevin Owens is saying he's met Elias' parents. They said they only had one kid. Kevin Owens saying that he can't let this go because he doesn't like liars. I reckon the match is going to be completely throwaway because I think the Kevin Owens commentary is going to be more interesting. Ezekiel with forearms to Chad Gable, and then going for a sad slam. Chad going for a submission. Kevin Owens saying, "Make him admit before making him quit." Kevin Owens saying that, it's hard to try and keep up with how fast he's talking, but basically saying that the commentary team are complete liars. The Cody hasn't performed in 6 years, and that was a complete fabrication, which obviously is true. Kevin Owens saying that the Ezekiel hasn't been with WWE for a few months. He's been with them for a few years as Elias. So Chad Gable with a knee to the stomach of Ezekiel goes for a pin and kick out straight away from Ezekiel. Kevin Owens putting over Chad Gable, saying he's got a very good amateur background. Look at the traps on him. Owens saying that he believed that Chad Gable was one of the smartest people he knew until the DNA test was sort of screwed over with the barbecue sauce. So Ezekiel has got a submission on Chad Gable. Chad's fighting out, goes for a roll up. Escapes, and Chad's gets to the ropes, avoids a submission attempt. Ezekiel knocks to the outside, picking up and slamming Chad Gable on the apron, and then dropping him on the top rope. Otis, with the referee's back turned, takes out Ezekiel. So Ezekiel on the floor now. Chad Gable in the ring, Otis walking menacingly around the outside. And we're going to commercial break. We've got 7 people in. Thank you very much for joining me. As I always say, if you've got any questions, any comments, any ideas, wrestling related, non-wrestling related, stick them in the comments below, and I'll get them on screen. We'll read them out. If you haven't already, give the video a like, give it a share, and subscribe to support the channel itself. We have got Chad Gable versus Ezekiel on at the minute. we've got Otis on the outside of the ring, and we've got Kevin Owens on commentary. Kevin Owens on commentary so far has been the best part of the match, I'm afraid to say. He's been very, very entertaining, saying that there isn't an Ezekiel, it is Elias. The photo of Ezekiel and Elias together is photoshopped, and he doesn't believe that Chad Gable's the smartest person on the planet anymore. So it's been quite entertaining. So while we're on commercial break and we're going more food commercials, I'm going to snack. Oh, we've got Edwin Pereira, Subsonic Emerald. What a game Subsonic is. I've not seen the Batman movie yet. I've heard from everyone that it is an unbelievably good film, but it's a little bit long. So that's kind of what puts me off a little bit. It's something like 2 hours, 40 minutes. In the UK, we don't get HBO Max, so we've got to either go to cinema to see it or wait for it to be released on home video, whether it is Blu-ray, whether it is DVD. Because I don't think it's on any of our streaming services yet either. But yeah, I'm waiting until it comes out on a streaming service, then I'll probably sit and watch it. And then it's trying to find the time in between working all the time and catching up on sleep before podcasting and being here with you lovely people. I think one of the films I'm really looking forward to this year is the Halloween Ends, the final part in the Halloween trilogy that they've just done. So we are back on Monday Night Raw. We've got Ezekiel versus Chad Gable. Chad Gable working over Ezekiel's arm. They've brought up a graphic on screen saying Ezekiel, and Kevin Owens is going mad saying they're wrong. The lies, the graphic department are useless. Bring the graphic back up and put Elias on, not Ezekiel. Keylock from Chad Gable, or Americana, modified Americana. So Corey Graves saying that, asking if there is any additional plans to expose Ezekiel. German suplex from Chad Gable to Ezekiel with a bridge, gets a 2 count. Beautiful bridge. Kevin Owens saying he's going to drop kick whoever is doing the graphics team because they're spelling it wrong. Chad Gable went for a moonsault, lands on his feet. Ezekiel out the way. Ezekiel with a clothesline and a back elbow. Big spine buster from Ezekiel. Stacks him up, gets a 2 count. Ezekiel picking Chad Gable onto the top corner. going for a superplex. Chad Gable fighting back. Headbutt dropping Ezekiel. Chad Gable went for a double axe handle. Ezekiel got a knee in the way. Gets a solid 2 count. Kevin Owens basically screaming that the knee is one of Elias's signature moves. Kevin Owens saying that everything is exactly the same as Elias, so it's hard to argue. Chad Gable with a beautiful looking moonsault off the top, and still only gets a 2 count. Every time someone on the commentary is saying Ezekiel, Kevin Owens is just retorting with Elias. So blows being traded. Donkey kick from Ezekiel. Ezekiel with a big splash to Gable in the corner. Otis jumping up on the apron, running the knee, taking out Otis. Chad Gable with a pinfall attempt. 1, 2, reversal. 1, 2, 3. So Ezekiel gets the pinfall. Otis flies in the ring. Kevin Owens flies in the ring as well. So Ezekiel outsmarting everyone in the ring. Kevin Owens looking absolutely distraught and furious. We've got R-Truth and Tamina in the back at the minute. R-Truth basically carrying the divorce papers, I think it is, and saying to catch a Tozawa, you need to think like a Tozawa. And great. And I've got Dana Brooks saying thanks to R-Truth for saving papers for the divorce. R-Truth saying he wants his 24/7 championship back. R-Truth wanting the title back. Dana saying no. Dana runs into Carmella. Dana saying she was sorry. Carmella saying she's perfect. Carmella saying she's relevant. Dana saying last time Carmella was relevant was when the chinless guy was there. Obviously James Ellsworth. R-Truth turning up. Ooh, an old partnership. R-Truth and Carmella. So Todd's over the 24/7 title. I quite like it. It's a bit of comedy segment to break it up. Lacey Evans, yeah, I don't think is working. If she's going to be a military gimmick, the crowd, I think, want to support her for basically saving the country. Usually, that sort of gimmick gets over quite well. So I don't know why they're keeping her as a heel. It's completely crazy. Because if she is a heel, why is she sort of interacting with the crowd? Big smile on her face. Yeah, Sasha Banks wearing the Spider-Man attire in December. Was it TLC, something like that? Yeah, it was at a pay-per-view, which was she's got a habit of doing stuff like that, wearing sort of character inspired. She's done Sailor Moon. What else has she done? I think she's done Iron Man or something like that. Captain Marvel. But yeah, she's really sort of thoughtful in her character presentation and the outfit she wears, which is nice to see. They tried to get Ricochet doing it once, wore like a Nightwing gimmick. Batman sort of inspired on a pay per view as well. So, what do I think is going to happen? We've got the Oscar and Becky Lynch match still to come, which I think is main event. So, you agree, and what does Lacey have a number is in the locker room? No idea. It's the outfit itself. It looks something very similar to what something like probably Lita would have worn. Um, with a lot of sort of the yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she went to go see No Way Home. Yeah, no, I've not got long left. About 25 minutes. I'm starting to get a bit of backache from being sat here, but give it a shut. Oh, there we go. So we're going to probably get Lacey Evans promo. We're going to get a commercial break. We're going to get probably Oscar to come to the ring. Commercial break. Becky turn up. A little bit of a match and then a commercial break, and then it'll probably be the finish and then end. That's a rough idea. But not too long left. So yeah, we are on a commercial break at the moment, as usual. I've never performed well on a commercial break. 7 people in. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe to the channel itself. If you want to super chat, we do accept the super chats on the screen now. If you do put the super chat in, I will leave the comment up a little bit longer. So if you want to super chat and ask me a question, if you want to super chat a question, I'll prioritise that instead of the action on screen because there probably won't be too much happening. Yeah, we predict it so easily, don't we? Lacey Evans saying that she appreciates the forces. She appreciates them all serving. So again, a very, very fierce promo so far. She wants everyone to get on their feet and support and show their appreciation for the forces, the armed forces in America. Lacey wants to thank everyone for the warm welcome. Lacey saying that she wants to thank everyone personally that served in the forces. To be able to change circumstances is hard, but she's got what it takes. They've got what it takes. So it's there to show that they can break the cycle. That we have what it takes to wake up, to work, and to win. So Lacey Evans saying that there's no one in the locker room that's better than her. Lacey with Ric Flair, I wasn't a big fan of it. It was crazy, but I think that it was very, very mistimed, misthought out. There was no sort of reason for her disappearing. Obviously, she was pregnant at the time and obviously couldn't perform, but the way that they basically just scrapped the storyline was rubbish for me. So, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, back in the recent film, unfortunately, is officially done with acting. Is that Tobey Maguire? I mean, he's had a good run. He's been in some big, big films. He's probably made enough money where he doesn't need to work anymore in terms of acting, but he'll probably still will act a smaller part every so often, I think. So we got a recap of the Riddle and Uso match earlier. Riddle's saying that RK Bro 420 is just going to smoke your ass on Friday. Usos are saying that they're going to go. RK Bro come into their house and disrespecting them, disrespecting the bloodline, disrespecting the tribal chief. It's not going to happen. What's creepy, Sassy? I wasn't sure if I missed something. So again, Bianca come out. I presume she's going to be on commentary. I think so. If she doesn't win, I feel that there isn't really many heel women on Raw which would go up against to face Bianca Belair, unless do you have Bailey turn up? Do you have Bailey as a heel interfere in the match? Bailey interferes, causes Becky to lose. You could have Becky versus Bailey, and the winner goes up against Bianca. It means that we've got a bit more time to sort of build a match ready for Hell in a Cell. Sassy's picking Bex too. Yeah, I completely agree. That makes sense. But if Bailey has been spotted at Raw, why would you not use her if you've got the opportunity? Resident Evil AMC, how are we doing? How are you doing, dude? How was your weekend, and what have you been up to with yourself? You're doing good? Brilliant, that's good to hear. What have you been up to with yourself then? You've been keeping busy? Oh, Sassy, you want to get another Pizza Hut advert? The guy who does it, who does the commercial, the only thing I can ever remember him in is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Sassy, yeah. Ric Flair and Evans. It was a creepy, weird storyline. And the way that it finished just completely didn't make any sense. But what we're going to do, we can't do much about it. It's happened now. You're back. Thank you very much. Whereabouts are you from again? I can't remember. I don't know if you've actually told me this, but yeah, whereabouts are you from? So we're going to recap of earlier tonight. We had Omos versus Lashley open the show, but before that match could happen, we got Cedric Alexander attacking Bobby Lashley. The match actually ended with Lashley being thrown into the steel cage itself, and the cell actually splitting. Yeah, one side of the steel cage came off. Lashley went through the cell and ended up being the first person on the floor, escaping the cell. So 5 people still in with me. Just over 10 minutes left. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Sassy, Todd, you've been with me for pretty much all of the show so far, so I do really appreciate it. It's nice to have someone here that I can actually talk to rather than it just saying 0 at the top left with how many people are watching. It means that it's not actually for nothing, which is quite nice. So we've got Bianca. Yep, looks like she's going to be watching the match. We've got, finally, we're going Oscar come out to the ring. I'm getting a bit of a sore throat from all this talking. That's quite why I like having Dommy for a little bit, because he enjoys talking, same as myself. Leave him talking for a little bit longer, save my voice until after he's gone. So, yeah, Oscar's just finally going to the ring. So we're going big time Bex. And how do people feel about Becky's entrance music? Do we think that she should she have a completely different theme as a heel, because the music is too much of a cheerful sort of face music? Or do we reckon we should put her back face? And then Todd's just literally gone, Becky needs to get rid of the full outfit, especially the glasses. Yeah, I think them glasses are completely ridiculous. But I think it works as a heel character. It's very over the top. It's very sort of egotistical. And again, she's playing to the crowd, which as a heel doesn't really work. So either change the music or change it from heel to a face. And yeah, she should be back as a baby face. And then Sassy's putting look like Cruella DeVille's daughter. Yeah, looking completely ridiculous. So Oscar's already been thrown to the outside. Becky off the ropes. Went for a baseball slide. Reverses. Oscar with a hip attack. And Becky being chased down by Asuka back to the outside of the ring. Becky avoids taking a punch from Asuka, and then a Bexploder suplex into the sort of barricade. So Asuka's on the floor. Yep, we're on a commercial break. Predicted that, didn't we? How did I miss? Oh, while we're on the commercial advert, what's people got planned for the rest of the week? I mean, apart from joining Ant and Dom on Wednesday night for AW Dynamite. Oh, don't tell me a spoiler. Is that a spoiler? I'm still on commercial break at some reason. Is Bailey turning up, do we think? Or is it the drink? You've got to work most of the week, yeah. What is it you do, Todd? What is it you do for work? I'll let you know. I work in a. I mean, you'll call it a cell phone shop, so it's very similar to like an AT&T store, where you go and get the phone and a data plan. Oh, tease. I've never been a fan of Bailey's. Bailey, yes. Bailey's, not so much. But yeah, I work in a cell phone shop, and yeah, if you go to somewhere like AT&T or Verizon, it's get a new phone with a new data package and a data plan. That is basically what I do in my job. It's okay. It's enjoyable. So you've got childcare as well. Sassy's got a face turn happening. So backslide from Oscar, 2 count. Reversal roll up, another 2 count. Oh, a lights out kick to the side of Becky's head. Even Bianca's face is wide open. How are people finding Becky now with the sort of shorter hair? I like the look with the shorter hair, but I just think that she should be a face all day long. Oscar with some very quick hands on there, spinning back kick as well, pushing Becky into the corner. Oscar with a knee And then a German suplex. Asuka getting some great momentum behind her. Running knee, 1, 2, kick out from Asuka. No, kick out from Becky, sorry. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So Asuka, she going for the Asuka lock? Yep, going for that. Reversal, 1, 2, kick out from Asuka. Becky going for a slam reversed into an arm drag. Hip attack missed by Asuka. Big European uppercuts from Becky. Becky going up to the second rope with a big leg drop straight to the back of Asuka's neck. Goes for a pin, 1, 2, and a kick out. So Becky trying to get the crowd behind her, feeding off the hate. Getting Asuka to try and stand up on her feet. Going for disarmer. And again, Asuka reversal, 1, 2, and kick out again. Becky with a waist lock and a roll up, 1, 2. Asuka lock reversed into the Asuka lock, 1. Are we going to get a pinfall, or we're going to get a shoulders are down? No, they're not. 1, 2. Asuka has to let go, otherwise she would be pinned. Becky thrown to the apron. Big kicks to Asuka. Becky going up to the top rope. Becky rolls through. Armbar from Asuka. Becky's not tapping. Becky's fighting back. Vince McMahon has just released Sasha Banks. Are we sure? So the news that's come out is they've walked out of Monday Night Raw. They've not been released from WWE yet. There's been creative differences, and yeah, they haven't released it, but they've basically walked out on Vince and walked out of Monday Night Raw, over creative differences over storyline and stuff like that. So Asuka's back in the ring. Becky is basically attacking Bianca. Bianca's trying now to sort of intervene. Bianca is on the apron. Green mist to the face of Becky. 1, 2, and a 3 count. So Asuka's won with the green mist and a kick to the head. Becky actually caused her own downfall. She attacked Bianca from the outside, went to use the umbrella that Asuka brought to the ring, green mist to the face. So yeah, Asuka was impressive. Good match. There was a good bit of back and forth from both of them. So Asuka versus Bianca Belair. for the Raw Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. That'll be good. I think that'll be a great match. So yeah, that's what we are getting. And then on Raw Talk, you've got Theory, Bianca Belair, and the returning Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. So if you are watching that, you will enjoy. I am done for the night. Any last comments or questions anyone wants to put in? And then I'll give my review for the show. And then I am off to bed. Can't wait. Get some good sleep in. Yeah, I agree, Todd. It was a passable show. It was storyline, motivation, just to sort of get the next sort of pay-per-view, started the hype up. Obviously, Cody and Seth is now official. Oscar and Bianca is official. We've got the announcement for SmackDown with the unification of the titles for SmackDown. So while I'm waiting for the comments to come in, I'll go through my review and rating. So my performers of the night is tied, which was AJ and Finn Balor. Brilliant match from them. That's also my match of the night. My segment of the night was the Cody promo. Really sort of well done, really good performance in the ring, in the promo. I'm going to give a special shout out to Kevin Owens, just because his commentary work with the announcement team was brilliant. It was so entertaining. It was hard to actually keep up and do it justice on screen, because I was listening to what KO was saying while trying to call the action and keep your guys informed of what was happening. So if you get a chance, have a flick through that, sit and watch that. You will enjoy that. My overall performance, my overall sort of rating, I'd say was a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't the worst, sure. It wasn't by any means the best one I've watched over the past few weeks, but it did what it was needed. It encouraged a few more storylines. It sort of moved a few storylines along. And we've got a couple of sort of new challenges for titles, which is what we want. We want progression. We want storyline. We want action as well. We got some great action. Oscar and Becky main event, brilliant match. Omos and Lashley inside a steel cage. That was a good match as well. And then obviously Balor and AJ Styles versus Los Lotharios. Again, that was my match of the night. So I am going to love you all and leave you so I can go to bed. But again, I do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every one of you joining me. Thank you very much for sitting with me. It is 4:04 in the morning UK time, and I will probably see you next week. If you do get a chance, you have got Dom and Ant probably on Wednesday to cover AEW Dynamite. Again, starting at just before 1 o'clock UK time, just before the show itself starts. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you soon.
It's Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior. Hello and welcome to Give Me a Hole, Yeah podcast. I hope everyone in Yorkshire and beyond is having an awesome day. Keep fanging and banging.